Hello and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. I'm here to do the Aquarius general love reading for February 2021. Hello my lovely Aquarians, how are you doing? Oh, I hope you're really well and surviving at the moment with every single planet in the universe dabbling in your sign, as well as Mercury retrograde in Aquarius and Saturn in Aquarius. Yeah, it is heavy on the aquas. So my lovelies, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to be doing a general love reading for you today. So as it's general, it's not going to resonate with every Aquarius out there, but I really hope it does resonate for you, or if you find it useful or enjoyable in some way. It's for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. And please do leave me a comment if it does subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. If it does subscribe, oh my brain, I'm so sorry. If it does resonate, or even if you just like the video, obviously like the video as well, that would be wonderful. And also I'm doing a bonus love reading for the sign that gets the most likes, as I did last month. So definitely hit like and subscribe, that would be amazing. So let's get into it. I'm gonna get you some general messages to begin with, and then we'll go into a full and detailed spread for you. So messages for my Aquarius viewers. What do they need to know about their general? Thank you. Yeah, I was expecting that one to come out. I just saw it slightly as it fell. Okay, can we get another one for Aquarius, please? And what they're dealing with in love this month. One more. Oh, and happy birthday as well, by the way, my lovely Aquariuses. Obviously a bit belatedly if it was earlier in the month, but happy birthday. Yep, it is indeed the card I was expecting. Let's just see. Oh, Aqua. Wow. So for a start, you've got a lot of major arcana here already. So we've got a sense of you're going through a massive transformation for sure. It could be big changes happening in your life this month, or just changes you're still dealing with that have happened already this year. So with the Death card here, the card of Scorpio, the High Priestess is talking about maybe some sort of spiritual awakening or transformation that you're going through as well, maybe about your understanding of things, but it's kind of like a quiet transformation for some of you, like you're going through it internally is what I mean by that, rather than it being maybe manifesting in the world just yet. But you'd be doing maybe a lot of thinking, a lot of listening to your gut about something, maybe needing to trust your intuition. Could speak of some sort of ending with the Death card, of course, but I felt like it was going to come out because you guys must be going through major changes at this time. So let's see what that is about in particular. Now with the Emperor card as well, so we've got Pisces, Scorpio and Aries here, and with the Emperor this is can be about trying to keep control of the situation, or maybe even keep control over yourself, or trying to be very responsible, I'm getting, or like someone that people can rely on, be like not necessarily a leader, but like someone who is dependable whilst you're going through all this change. It's kind of like this sense of power and control. So you may be going through, as I was saying, these big changes internally, but externally giving a sense that you have everything, under control, which obviously you do, but it's that outward appearance. Now you could also be dealing with someone who is quite could be a little bit controlling or a little bit stubborn. This could have been something to do with potentially a serious masculine figure in your life, and your relationship with them is going through some sort of transformation. We do have the Queen of Pentacles as well, which is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and this is kind of for me it can be talking about you in your home, or someone who is very nurturing, like a wife material. This is the wife material queen, but just also someone who is very, that kind of what I was saying, like dependable, reliable and committed partner. Even if she's single, if so, she's just really taking care of herself, her home, her career, her finances and that kind of thing, and very abundant in that sense. So it could be also that you're going through these massive changes internally, but you're trying very hard to still embody the Emperor energy, because you have responsibilities, about home and the house and your work, that you're trying to, maybe even focus on that at this time because of the tumultuousness that you're going through. Okay, interesting. So at the bottom of the deck, for now, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this can certainly talk about working with others, collaborating. It's also like here it's learning from others, kind of recognizing that you may have things still to learn. You could be maybe even going to some sort of senior figure, or even a boss or somebody, and asking for guidance, or for them to teach you, give you some advice in like a very practical way, and maybe even on how you can improve your finances. So let's get more, Aquarius. Why is the High Priestess here for Aquarius? This is for love though, so what's happening for Aquarius in love? Why is the High Priestess here? Oh. For Aquarius, why is that High Priestess here? Well, you're not going to tell me. Why is that High Priestess here? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was thinking. You're actually internally, you're going through a lot of anxiety. It's funny because I've been trying to do your reading for like 24 hours, but every time I was getting like this flurry of anxiety and like shortness of breath. So I do feel, I kind of felt like you are really going through it at the moment. So what? Anything else for that High Priestess? All that internal struggle. Yeah, interesting. Look, now we've got the 8 and 9 of Pentacles came out next to each other. Now for me, this is what I'm getting is about your work as well, working very hard maybe to improve your finances. And it's interesting the way they've come out together. It's almost like you're working really hard so that you can support yourself independently. You can be self-sufficient, you can, or this could just be talking about you can actually reap the rewards and be very successful. But then I would expect it to go from the 8 to the 10, if you see what I mean. This is more like you're working very hard on your money, maybe even trying to get a promotion potentially, because you also want to be more independent. Now that could be independence from like living with family, or it could be independence from a relationship that might be maybe coming to an end, or in worrying you. It could just be that you're very worried that maybe something that you relied on, even like a male figure, that someone that you relied on, that relationship is going through something at the moment, so you're worried, so you're like, let me sort my finances out so that if I need to, I can look after myself. And you may be kind of keeping that secret at the moment, or just to yourself, just like as a backup plan is what I'm getting. It's like a weird message. So why is the Death card here for Aquarius? Why is the Death card? Oh, so there may have been some huge argument with somebody. It could just be issues with communication that is worrying you, making you feel like something is over, or it could just be that someone has said something really brutal to you and it's actually changed even the way you see them. Maybe they've said something really cold and cutting, and it's caused a lot of upset. So anything else? Thank you. Interesting. Now we've got the 8 of Wands. Now generally I would say it's a very positive card, but this is communication again. So I definitely feel like there's either been some sort of big change about how the two of you are communicating, or it could also have been like, even though this is generally positive for me, the 8 of Wands, it could be like a fast back and forth, maybe something that, some chat that really escalated quite quickly. So let's carry on. And quite like impassioned with that Scorpio energy, it could have got quite passionate and angry all of a sudden, or quite quickly, even out of the blue. You may have had this argument with this person out of the blue. So why is the Emperor here for Aquarius? Why is the Emperor here? Interesting. I was just thinking actually, like if this was talking about like a true pair, you would expect the Empress to come out. The Queen of Pentacles is like my mini Empress. But for the two of them to be, if this is talking about a particular masculine, because it is the divine masculine, or character who's acting in that Emperor energy, then I would expect you guys to be on even keel. But it may also, that's what I'm kind of getting here, that maybe you don't feel like you're on a similar financial level, or maybe they're treating you like you are dependent on them. Oh, I'm not liking that. But let's see. So And we have the Strength card, card of Leo came out at first, clarify the Emperor. So again, it could be that, yeah, exactly what I was saying at the beginning, you're kind of dealing with a lot, but holding it in, being very strong, because you feel that that's what you need to do at this time. Anything else for the Emperor, please? Why is the Emperor here for Aquarius? Can you tell me anything else? Why is the Emperor here? Thank you. Two of Swords. So yeah, you may now, to be honest, this combination of the Two of Swords, the Strength card, and the Emperor, it's also it's like a stalemate, very stubborn energy I'm getting here, because the Emperor can be stubborn on his own, but look at this as well. This is really very like blocked, and it's like it's my way or the highway. That could be somehow, it could even be what someone has said to you that has completely changed your perspective of them. Now, it also could be that you're just trying to be very strong and someone who people can rely on at this time, but you do have some sort of big decision that you're keeping inside, maybe even this prospect of becoming single or something, that you don't want to have to make that decision at this time, but you're trying to be very strong whilst you're going inside and trying to find the answers internally. So finally, why is the Queen of Pentacles here, please? Okay, interesting. Anything else for the Queen of Pentacles? Anything else for yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. So what you're thinking about, the decision that you might have on your hands, is whether to walk away from something potentially. Now, this could be that if you're dealing with maybe someone who's embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy, it could be that they are considering walking away. But I feel like this is you actually, Aquarius. I got that from the start, coming through as the Queen of Pentacles, and you are thinking about turning your back on something that maybe you had invested a lot into in the past emotionally, and walking away from that because it isn't emotionally fulfilling you anymore. Maybe you're going in search of the other two cups to achieve the full attainment of proper happiness. And we have the Temperance card here as well, Sagittarius energy. But this is like, you're exactly like trying to keep things balanced, trying to not make any rash decisions as well, trying not to be impulsive, and rather like retain your balance. And if you're going to make a decision, do one with a clear head is what I'm getting. It could also be that you've been waiting a long time for maybe someone who is just very stubborn, and now it's kind of like you're going, maybe there has been issues with communication and this stubbornness, and that is why you're just trying, and you have been very patient, which is why you're considering walking away at this point, like calling it a day. But yeah, okay, so at the bottom of the deck now we have the Five of Cups. So that's what I'm getting. There is a lot of emotional turmoil, and thinking over and over about something, and feeling really down and upset, maybe disappointed, regretful, also feeling like, I'm getting this sense of like, oh God, has it all been for nothing kind of thing? Or there's just no positive feeling here. It's kind of like, oh, everything is awful. I don't know how else to put it. That's kind of what I'm getting at the moment. That could be how you're feeling about someone after some sort of really harsh words were spoken. So let's go into your spread, Aquarius, and we'll get much more information for you. So let me get the top 12 cards for Aquarius, please, for the spread for Aquarius for their love in February 2021. For Aquarius in love, top 12 cards, please. Okay, let's go. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's the Eight of Wands again, and the Emperor again. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yep. Two of Swords again, and yeah. Okay, yeah. The Strength card again. Interesting. You may be dealing with a fire sign for some of you, because we've got the Emperor again, Six of Wands and Knight of Wands, I'm just going to say now. So that is a lot of passionate, fiery energy, and the Eight of Wands, obviously, as I said. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So now this could definitely talk to some sort of universal involvement in what's happening for you in love at this time, Aquarius. Now, the Wheel of Fortune obviously can, and I don't do reversals at this time, so I have to just know intuitively if we're talking about the reverse or the upright element of this card. But what I was getting is that there's been some sort of massive change in a relationship, or change is coming, as I was saying with the Death card. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, even though it can talk about divine timing, about the universe kind of guiding you, or fate in a way. It can also talk about change. You know, change is constant, and there can be moments where there's big swings of positive favor, and others when suddenly things seem to have taken a bad turn. But I'm definitely getting a sense of this is the universe. I mean, considering, as I said at the very start of this reading, all of the planets, like facetiously, are in your sign at the moment. I do feel like this is, you know, I think the astrology of what's happening is really getting involved with your life right now. And I do see a lot of major arcana again on this spread. So yeah, and there's more. So we have the Devil behind that. So that is Capricorn energy again. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn strongly in your chart. Now the Devil is certainly talking about, it's kind of like vices and bad habits, or toxicity as well. Now it can also talk about kind of like bad like issues with temper and an anger problem, I'm getting. Also just feeling very weighed down and stuck by, you know, feeling very negative as well. Like that's what I was getting with that Five of Cups, like a real crushing sense of pessimism, maybe about what is happening. It may feel like it's out of your control as well. Okay, interesting. Now we have the Four of Cups behind that. Now the Four of Cups is a very like bored, disinterested, apathetic energy as well. And it can be a sense of someone is offering out some sort of emotion to someone else that they are, you know, ignoring them, or I mean, it's interesting that's coming up here. This can talk about rejection as well, but it's more a rejection of, you know, something that hasn't got off the ground yet, rather than an established connection. So it may be that also, I have to say, there may be some new opportunity presenting itself to you at some point in February, Aquarius, or you want to reach out to someone else, but you are worried. The Devil can speak about fears and like that inner critic telling you it's not going to succeed. It could be a fear of rejection here as well. Maybe someone that has come into your life unexpectedly, but like as a fated moment, but you feel like they either are rejecting you or would do. Let's see what is going on. So at the bottom of the deck, wow, we have the Ten of Swords. So that is, yeah, that is talking about a big ending, extremely painful, excruciating. So let's see. I mean, let's see what's going on here. Now we have the Sun card. So that's, you know, it can be Leo energy, but for me it's the Sun. So it is about maybe illuminating something. I mean, the Sun is very positive. It's happiness and success, good luck, good fortune as well, and even bringing like a sense of growth to a situation. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Now we've got the Six of Cups. So this can be it's interesting, this exact combination, I mean, it was like this, but still these two came out next to each other for Libra, I want to say. I just did Libra reading a couple of days ago, so maybe some of you have Libra strongly in your chart. If that is the case, or if you're dealing with a Libra, I'd say go check out the Libra reading. But anyway, so for me, looking at this, I would say that it's almost like a healing energy with the sun as well, and trying to grow, as I said, something. Now with the Six of Cups, this is a very sweet, sentimental energy, and it can speak about like reminiscing about things in the past. But I almost feel like it's something in the past that is on your mind, that came to a big ending, and it was a very painful ending at that. And maybe you're wondering about if it's still possible to bring some healing to a situation, and maybe for there to be growth in the connection again. And that may be why you're worried that if you reached out to someone, that's the fear that they would reject you. Yeah, interesting, because I wasn't really getting that at all in your starting messages, but maybe that is like in addition to a situation you're already in, that is also on your mind. Obviously, take what resonates for you. It may be that there are messages for different Aquariuses watching, so take what's for you and leave the rest, as is said. So, and of course, if nothing in the reading resonates for you, you can always check out your Sun, Moon, or Venus rising placements, so you can get more information. And, well, hopefully something will resonate for you there. So let's carry on. Can you clarify this spread with the top 12 cards for Aquarius, please? What's happening for Aquarius in love this month? Please clarify with the top 12 cards. Oops. It's the Tower flipping, and the Tower is already on your spread. So yeah, there's been a huge, maybe something really shocking, or a huge shake up in something that you felt was like solid as a rock. And that's what I was getting at. Like, maybe that is an argument or something that's been said which has really thrown you through a loop. That was the Ten of Cups flipping as well though, so contrastingly, that is all about a lot of happiness. Could be even the Tower has really changed, or is changing how your perception of what or who makes you happy. Let's see. Oh gosh, sorry. Well, the Queen of Wands flying out there as well. That's more fire energy. All right, the top 12 cards for Aquarius, please. Okay. Is that Two of Swords? Yeah. The Death card. I shuffled this heavily, okay? You just saw it. So the Death card again. Oh my giddy aunt. We've got the Empress on top of the Emperor. Whoa. Yep. Interesting. Yeah. I got the Hermit twice now in this spread. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, the Five of Cups again. Okay. Oh, Aquarius. All right, so there it is at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups, just as it flipped. So as I said, this is about your happiness. It's about the person that you want to, you see yourself spending maybe the rest of your life with. That could be strong for some of you, but just the person that makes you very happy. And it could even talk about maybe having a family with someone. And so let's see what's going on. So now we have the Page of Pentacles that is already on the spread as well. So someone may see you like this, Aquarius. They may be thinking that you are their happiness, and they may want to reach out, or you may be, I mean, I'm seeing that they are thinking about reaching out to you, Aquarius. But yeah, let's see it. And the Judgment card, which is also on the deck. I just popped into my head. This could actually be someone from the past where you had a commitment with, who has been doing a lot of thinking about you. The Six of Cups we've seen twice now, but it's also on the spread now as well. The Judgment card can talk about resurrection, bringing something back to life. It's a defining moment. Someone could have had some sort of realization about you as well, and maybe they've realized that you are their ultimate happiness and they are considering reaching out. Or they're going to reach out. Let's see what's going on. Now we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think I already said you might be dealing with a fire sign. Definitely could be, not necessarily. But regardless, this King of Wands is someone who goes after what they want passionately. But also, now this could be you. Reverse the roles completely as it resonates for you. But it's talking about someone who's going after what they want, very attracted to who they are coming after, and also, normally very attractive themselves, I have to say. But this King of Wands is also represented as a phoenix on this card. So again, it's this sense of rising from the ashes and bringing something back to life. Oh, you do have a decision, Aquarius. So now we have the King of Cups. So this is water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, obviously it could be the same person who not only is taking action to bring something back to life, but also is deeply in love with you, and which the King of Cups basically resembles. But this is someone who doesn't necessarily always share their feelings. But once they've realized exactly how special that their person is, they realize that they have actually got a pearl in their midst, or they did, if this is someone from the past, then they are extremely protective of it. They want to hold on to it, but it's kind of like once they realize exactly how special you are, and maybe they've had that dawning moment, as I think I said earlier. So yeah, I mean, obviously the other thing is we've got two quite disparate masculine energies here. So I mean, for some of you, it may be talking about same-sex energy or same-sex couple, of course. You'll know if that resonates for you. But otherwise, it could also be talking about a decision between two. They don't have to be fire sign and water sign. It could just be someone who's more emotional and someone who's a little bit more passionate, more of like a go-getter. Let's see. Okay, so now we have the Seven of Swords. This could have been someone who deceived you in the past in some way. There could have been some sneaking around. There could be some sneaking around now. No judgment. I'm just reading what is popping into my head as well. It's kind of not being someone who wasn't necessarily completely honest, who may have been trying to like pull the wool over your eyes. That could have been how this ended in the past. This could even be why that Death card was showing up. That could have actually been talking about, there was this ending in the past with somebody, and maybe it was because there was cheating or lying or deception of some sort. So let's get into your spread, Aquarius. Now, how you feel about the person who is on your mind whilst you're watching this video is this sense of like you're trying to avoid making a decision about it. You may even have blocked them or be feeling very blocked towards them. Maybe it is you who's embodying that kind of emperor energy, as I said at the beginning, of being quite strong and outwardly, a little bit trying to keep control and not deal with something as well. A little bit of a stalemate to how you feel about this person. You may also feel like you know you need to make a decision about them, but you are trying to avoid doing so. Or it could just be because what I'm getting here with this combination with this Nine of Cups, that is a sense of like being self-satisfied as well, like emotionally satisfied and content, but on your own. It's there's quite a few different Nine of Cups I've got in the 3 decks I'm going to be using, and this particular one for me is talking about, no, I'm fine. I have all the cups that I need on my own, thank you very much. I can make myself happy. I don't need to be with you to be happy, kind of thing. And yeah, it's kind of like, also you see how both of them have their arms crossed. I feel like you're very blocked towards this person. Now, how they feel about you is definitely could be dealing with a Scorpio, I'm just going to say, considering we've got the Tower and the Death card together as how they feel about you. They feel that there was maybe already, as I said, a Tower moment between the two of you. What do I mean by that? That there was some sort of stability that the two of you had created together, or felt like you had stability with them. And then there was this moment where you were flung from that foundation of what you'd built up together and invested over time, and you were thrown from it. And the whole, it was like a shocking moment of something falling apart. And now that could also already, as I said, be more in like a current time frame than the past, but time is fluid in tarot, so just assign the time situation as it resonates for you. But you'll know if this has actually happened between the two of you. Now, combined with the Death card, this is mega. It's almost like something was revealed as well, that it may have been something, as I said, to do with deception, because in the Tower card, this particular one, he's wearing a mask, and that is like maybe, and it's always this shocking moment of, because I don't know if you can see at the top, there's like an eye of where the lightning is striking the top of the tower. There is an eye on this card. So for me, this is talking about perception. Now, it can also talk about that, what they thought they felt about you has suddenly they're realized something that's been very shocking, like, oh my god, I'm absolutely in love with Aquarius, for example, like my feelings are still there, for example. But also it could have just been like there was someone deceiving you or wearing some sort of false mask in the relationship, and then your eyes were open to the reality, and that is what threw you from this stability. Now, obviously that could have been what happened for you, or vice versa. With this Death card, it's also like peeling back the curtain and finding out something, or even maybe who that person, their real character is or something. So they feel like you had this shocking ending, basically. It could be something to do with something that had been kept hidden. Now, so they kind of feel like it's over between the two of you, but they don't want it to be, spoiler alert. So how they see you is maybe the two of you, maybe they are trying to communicate with you, potentially with the Eight of Wands, and maybe you're the one who's bluntly told them not to speak to you anymore, with that kind of Five of Swords I was seeing at the beginning. But they see communication back and forth happening between the two of you. But interestingly, with the Six of Pentacles now, the Six of Pentacles can mean a lot of different things. It can certainly mean there could have been communication about there needs to be like equal investment into this relationship to make it work. Like you need to work fairly as a team. But it can also talk about giving to others, like little breadcrumbs, or just even, doesn't have to be breadcrumbs, it can just be giving to multiple people. So there could be some sort of communication going on about that. They may be opening up to you about whatever you found out in the past, or trying to talk to you, maybe even trying to explain themselves. So let's see. Now, what happened in the past between the two of you? The Emperor and the Empress on top of each other. So for some of you, this could be talking about the fact that you were married. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, you guys were I want to say, in a committed relationship. It was a serious, it doesn't have to be married, it could have just been, a relationship of many years, or living together, or something substantial. But with this combination on top of each other, this is like, you not only were in a relationship, but you felt like they were the person you were going to marry if you weren't already, and they were your person. Huge connection, huge relationship. This is not someone that you had like one date from Hinge on or something. This was a serious relationship in your life. Now, what is the current mutual energy is that, well, they obviously are feeling blocked by you. Their energy is blocked by you, because the current mutual energy is doing a lot of soul searching and basically being in separation, but also kind of out in the cold from each other. Now, certainly you could be leaving them out in the cold while you do some thinking. I don't feel like they're leaving you out in the cold from what I can see. But yeah, I feel like right now you are doing a lot of soul searching, and they are the ones out in the cold trying to keep the flame alive between the two of you, and you're looking for answers, doing that inner work. So I was saying with the High Priestess at the very beginning, like going inside, trying to listen to your intuition about this. Now, what they want to happen in the connection with you is the Judgment and the Six of Cups on top of each other. I mean, very, very clearly, they want to come back into your life. they want you to maybe accept some sort of big apology that they would need to make to you, or even just accept them back. The Judgment, there's a massive resurrection energy. The Six of Cups, they're missing you. They're wanting to return. Very clearly is what they want to happen in the connection. Now, what is blocking the connection right now is the Two of Swords and the Hermit. So already have both of these cards, but this is what's blocking. It doesn't mean that there's any criticism of the fact that you are blocking them at the moment, but quite clearly what is stopping any progress in this situation at the moment is that you are, taking your time to do soul searching, you're maybe even like hermiting yourself away literally and keeping the wall up to this person, maybe not even like going out, or if they want you to like come out and see them or something like this, being in isolation, but not just like lockdown isolation. I mean, separate, keeping your heart with a glass wall around it, and they cannot get anywhere near it at the moment. But also that it talks about the fact that a decision needs to be made about this, and you need more time to think before you make that decision. Now, the intentions of this person towards you, Aquarius, at this time, it's kind of like, I have to say, their intention is just to keep an eye on you from afar. They may be already like watching you on social media or seeing everything you're doing, maybe even keep checking if you're online on, I don't know, your phone or something. They're just watching you and just considering how amazing you really are. They may be kind of getting like, how did I ever let this person go? or how did I ever screw this up? Because you are amazing, Aquarius. Heavily watching you. Now, also in terms of intention, it could be to have a victory with you, but after, when they see like the time is right, or they want to gather some more information first. So what is it that you need to know about their current situation? Very clearly, again, I mean, it's coming through very clearly in your reading, Aquarius. Their current situation is considering whether to reach out to you or not. This is a combination of like looking at that message, looking at some sort of offer and thinking like, do I do it? Will they accept, will they accept me? It's that kind of Four of Cups, like fearing that you will reject them. And this Three of Cups is talking about reunion here for sure. It could also be like they're hesitant about offering you something or reaching out to you because of maybe if there was third party energy in the past. It doesn't have to be, you'll know if there was or not. I feel like whoever knows. But otherwise it's just a case of do I reach out and suggest we meet up? Is their current situation. Now the action they're going to take towards you next, we've got the Leo energy of the Strength card again, very strong, maybe even strong-willed, but also a lot of inner strength. And then the Ten of Swords again. So I want to get another layer before I say too much more here, because this Ten of Swords is like a very painful ending, as I already described. But the action they're going to take towards you, it could just be that if this is like a more of a recent situation, that it's like something that's just gone, it doesn't have to be years ago. It could have just been recently that something has happened where it feels like some massive thing is ending, and you're like, no, stay the hell away from me, to this person, but they're missing you and wanting. It could just be that they want you back almost immediately. But their action they're going to take towards you next, if you are just not ready yet, is just to be very strong and almost even accept that this is over, I'm getting. Now, your advice, Aquarius, we have the Seven and the Five of Cups together. So, I would say now that the advice here is talking about, you're maybe not seeing everything completely clearly at this time, because maybe it's just very painful, maybe very raw. There's also a lot of confusion with the Mercury retrograde as well. It could be needing some maybe some break in the clouds. I'm almost getting like the clouds need to clear so you can see the situation clearly. Because there's a lot of I just feel like you are not sure if this person is someone you can trust anymore. and you may be seeing them as only this kind of weird lizard, horrible snake thing, instead of the cups that still remain. I mean, both of these cards, interestingly, from different decks, are talking about not seeing the emotion, the cups that still remain upright. So like she's looking away from, in the Five of Cups, from these two cups, which obviously signify, you know, love and a soul connection, and just very much focused on what has gone wrong. And in this Seven of Cups, is interesting because I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it's like I'm getting a feeling that you're looking through this lens, like not necessarily a mask, but like the filter that you're seeing this person through. You're only seeing the lizard, the snake, the, you know, the horrible negative sides of them, and not considering the cups on this card either, and the emotion, the love. So what is going to be happening between the two of you this month though, Aquarius? I mean, I know we're halfway through, but we've got the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. So there very much, it could be, might not be that you have a choice between two people. It could just be all about the same person. And King of Wands and King of Cups, I was seeing, it just maybe both embodied in this one person who wants you back. And the Knight of Wands is rushing in passionately, again going after what they want, coming in with communication as well. And it could be about a marriage with the Hierophant card, or about a commitment, something traditional, and something like maybe your faith in this person has been tested, I would say, for sure, or even thrown out the blinking window recently. But they are, I feel like they're coming back in to reaffirm your faith in them, is what popped into my head, so I have to say it. So let me get your third layer. Let's see if there's anything else. My lovely Aquariuses, don't forget to hit like on the video, and then you'll be in a chance of winning a bonus love reading. So with the top 12 cards for Aquarius, please. So for Aquarius, okay. Oh, Aquarius, yeah, this makes sense. I've got the Five of Pentacles again, and the Knight of Wands again. Interesting. The Seven of Cups again, the Death card again. Wow, so many repetitions. Yeah, yeah. They want to work on this for sure. Yep. Oh, okay. Bottom of the deck now, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Jeez. 10 of Cups at the bottom of that deck and 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of this one. Are you kidding? I mean, this 10 of Pentacles is specifically talking about marriage in this deck. So this could be someone that you're married to for sure, or that they just want to have all of this with you. And it's just a beautiful connection of like growing old together. It's about loyalty as well, and family, and obviously abundance in terms of finances as well. Let's see. Yeah. So underneath that we have the World card. This is a very sweet World card for me, because it's talking about two people that together are in harmony. It's like a sense of completion, being together. Obviously the World can talk about completion of cycles, certainly, but what a combination. Look at the couples on these cards. It's very much like the two of you really complement each other beautifully, and it's like you are you may have felt very much like this was the person you were meant to be with. I feel like they've broken your heart, so I'm so sorry, Aquarius. But yeah, let's see, what else? Wow, we've got the Knight of Cups behind that. It's the Princess of Cups in this deck, but this is talking about feelings that cannot be stopped from coming forward and being expressed. So this, I feel like this is your person, from what I can see. They are not going to be able to stop themselves from coming towards you and showing you or telling you exactly how they feel about you. I mean, this, you may feel like this is over. I mean, clearly both of you kind of do, but the feelings remain. Maybe if this is something that came to some sort of close in the past, it wasn't, you know, if you wasn't just like in a separation mode at the moment, then yeah, they cannot help but rush forward to you with their feelings. So let's see. At the bottom of this deck, we've got another 10. We've got the 10 of Wands now. So you've definitely been on, you know, massive cycles with this person. It can also talk about you went through one chapter in the past, and now a new chapter is happening between the two of you, but in your connection over a long time. This 10 of Wands, I mean, it's definitely a sense of maybe feeling a little bit overwhelmed. There's a lot going on, a lot expected of you as well, I'm getting. But this is about flexibility and actually doing the work to bring two worlds together, maybe two people together, to even compromise or to like bend and be flexible rather than being too rigid, and allowing it's like, you see the separation, it's literally someone trying to hold on to both sides and connect them, basically. Yeah, so we've got the Ace of Swords now. So I feel like someone has had a realization of exactly how much you mean to them. For sure, I was getting that for a while. But also it could be because of something that came to light, some sort of truth that was found out. Let's see what else. But yes, we have the Two of Swords again. I think that's 4 times, I want to say now. So it's a very difficult decision for you about this person. Maybe when they come towards you, you're going to really be stuck considering this for a while, and that's fair enough. You need that time to think. But you want to make the decision that is right and is fair, but it's a very difficult one to make. So let's go through. So how you feel about them is clarified by the Three of Swords. I feel like they broke your heart, as I said, and you are, as much as you're giving off this, now it's very good that you feel like you have, you know, the happiness within yourself, because absolutely that is the case. But it's kind of what I was getting at the beginning of, you're giving off that Emperor, that strong, you know, focusing on your work, maybe that kind of thing. But inside, and again, that's what I'm getting here, you outwardly you're like strong, maybe a little bit giving off a cold vibe to this person, but inside, even if it's not raw in the past, they really broke your heart. They left you completely devastated. And how they feel about you is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, which is also in the current mutual energy. So yeah, this is talking about a kind of out in the cold, as I said, but they are literally praying for things to get better. So they feel like there was a massive blow up, or, you know, something came to light, everything was ruined, it's ended, and now they're out in the cold from the connection, maybe even feeling the lack as a result of not being with you. And that could be like a financial lack potentially as well, but I'm not saying they want to be back with you because of money, but it's just the emotional and stability, like both, there's a lack for this person now, and they want things to get better. Now how they see you is clarified by the Knight of Wands, interestingly, Princess of Wands. So this is how they perceive you, how they see you. So, you know, I was saying that their intention is to kind of like keep an eye on you and consider you the Six of Wands. Now, I don't often get Knight of Wands energy with this Knight of Wands, if that doesn't make any sense, but what I mean is like the traditional sense of being a player or this kind of thing. So I was going to say maybe they think that you're actually giving to different other people now that aren't them, since they broke your heart. You have, and they may think you have other suitors that have your attention right now, for some of you. But otherwise, it's kind of like they see that you are someone that they want to come after. As I said, very attracted to you, very passionate about getting this back on track, very passionate about you, and they see that they maybe even know they would need to come towards you with some element of offer or a gift or a compromise or something to get what they want. Now, what happened in the past is interesting. It's clarified by the Four of Cups. So this has already shown itself once. It's kind of that sense, as I said, of can be rejection, but on this card in particular, it's more about the element of boredom and apathy and disinterest in, it's actually, I think the words of this card, it's like the little things in life. So it's an odd one, but maybe there was this beautiful connection between the two of you, but part of what started causing problems maybe in the connection was that someone was bored about what they had. Maybe someone, stopped realizing how lucky they were, if that makes sense. Like they became apathetic, like complacent. That's what I'm getting. Sorry, it's not funny. It's just that is exactly the word that is needed here. In the past, complacency got into your connection, and it could have been, one or the other, or both of you, you'll know. But I feel like maybe someone stopped putting in the effort, acted as if they were bored of the other person, and maybe that's because they broke your heart, so I'm guessing this is what this person did to you. But there was just an element of, what else is out there, kind of thing. So the current mutual energy is clarified by the Seven of Cups. Now, this particular Seven of Cups is literally talking about coming forward very humbly and asking for help, or offering and being like, please let me know what I can do to make this right. I want to learn as well. I want to, maybe even the Hermit could be talking about, and with the Seven of Cups, the combination is that you may not just be soul searching on your own. You may be searching for advice from someone you consider like a wise elder, or someone who just is very experienced in relationships or something, or just someone that you really value their advice, and going to them and being like, what do I do with this? That could be what both of you are doing, though. They could be equally asking for advice for people about how to get you back. Now, what they want to happen in this connection is clarified by the Death card, but it's not the same in terms of how they feel about you. Because this Death card is talking about stepping forward into a new chapter. It's like a new dawn. Can be like, it's quite scary leaving behind, what we leave when we step into it. But this is huge. I mean, what they want is like a whole new beginning, for this to come back to life, for them to come back into your life, and for you guys to step through, have like a breakthrough moment. It could also be to actually break through your walls that you may have put up against them, and for you guys to step into the new, like a gateway into a new life together. Now, what is blocking the connection is clarified by the Five of Wands. So this could certainly talk about maybe competition. There could be, I don't feel like they have, you don't have competition. I feel like, if anything, they think that they've got competition. So that could be an element if other people are also vying for your interest, Aquarius. But otherwise, it's just, at the moment, it's a sense of conflict, arguments, maybe even ego getting in the way for both of you, a sense of pride as well with this card. This is like, also the Five of Wands is learning through our battles, and like gaining experience and learning from that. So you may just, what's blocking may be needed to kind of maybe even both of you learn the lessons of what happened in the past, for you to be able to actually progress either together or separately. So their intentions is clarified by the Moon. So again, this is not necessarily any action. I have to say now, I've just realized as well, with their intention could be to try and get your attention with the Six of Wands. So they may be trying to, maybe, I don't know, some people do this stuff, don't they? They like post things on social media or whatever, or some way that they know you'll be looking to try and get your attention, perhaps, also, I have to say. But with the Moon card here, this is talking about dreaming, fantasizing, imagining being with you. So it's, again, their intention is to just maybe even make their dreams a reality. But it's kind of like, it's just to keep an eye on you and imagine being back with you. It's not like they're kind of, which is interesting, because it's like they are so passionate about you. And I was saying they want to go after what they want, but right now it's like they're just in a very dreamy state, maybe because you are so heavily blocking them and they know that they can't get through to you right now. Their current situation is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So this Three of Pentacles is talking about like coming to the other party and being like, I want to work on this, kind of thing. I will put the work in this particular case. Now, what I was kind of getting with the Three of Pentacles is that they may also be asking for advice from friends, or even maybe trying to get to you through a friend. That's never, I've never seen that for this card, but maybe the combination with the Three of Cups here as well. It could be like their current situation, maybe even talking to your friends about what they could do to get through to you, what they could do that would mean that you would accept their offer to meet up again. I guess you'll know if that's the case, if one of your friends is like, hey, so and so just messaged me, it's weird, right? I don't know. So the action they're going to take towards you next is, again, it's quite passive, I have to say, from this person. It's clarified by the Two of Cups. So they're absolutely still in love with you. Their feelings are still there. Maybe because this Two of Cups is like, they consider you their soulmate, their one, and that you're very connected, and you see things generally on the same page. I mean, of course, you're the Emperor and the Empress on top of each other. But the action they're going to take towards you next is just kind of be very strong and love you from a distance, and maybe accept that this is ending, even though if you won't, like, talk to them. Now, your advice is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, also I was getting at the beginning, I think I said about how I was getting this very strong sense of pessimism coming through, which I completely understand. When you go through heartbreak, it's not like you could just look on the bright side. No, I'm not saying that at all. No criticism from me. But this Two of Pentacles, and I mention that again because you see how all three are looking down. Now, she's in a very reflective state on the Two of Pentacles. She may also is like weighing up the pros and cons, but it's just the way all of them is a very similar stance of the characters on these cards. So I just feel like you are, it's like the advice is that you are really focusing on all of the negatives right now, which is completely natural if you've been through some sort of horrible moment with someone, but there may be a need to kind of look behind you and consider that the Two of Cups are still there. Try and consider that the emotion, the feelings that you have for each other are, think of the good times as well as obviously bearing in mind the bad times. And this Two of Pentacles is also talking about, keeping that equilibrium when you make a decision of some sort. So it's keeping the balance of the pros and cons about this person, not just the cons. And what is going to be happening between the two of you this month is clarified by the Seven of Swords. So this Seven of Swords can talk about getting what you want by kind of like a sneaky means as well. So interesting, because I hadn't considered that before, but that could be talking about actually getting to you via your friends or something like that. But let me see. It could also be talking about someone sneaking away from something, or worried that someone isn't being completely honest. But let me get some more on this last question for you. So what's going to be happening between Aquarius and their person? Please can you clarify anything else for what is happening between Aquarius and their person? Thank you. We got, oh man alive, 3 and the 7 of Swords coming out together to clarify the 7 of Swords. Oh, Aquarius. Okay, so look, maybe some of you, this shocking tower moment hasn't happened yet, and this is just what this could also be talking about if it happened earlier in in the month, that this is what you're dealing with as a result. This, oh my god, okay. Or it could be someone coming back in to heal this, that there was already heartbreak, and because of someone lying, cheating, just being deceptive. Oh, jeez. So, anything else, please? Why the... Oh, okay. So this, look, it could also be that this is someone that you had this before already, as I said, and now actually you're going to be moving on to smoother waters with them. There could be some element of making peace with them. Let's see. Anything else? Is that what is happening? Can you clarify? For Aquarius, please, and what is happening for them? Thank you. Oh yeah. No, okay, maybe you're just moving on from them, because we have the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. It's talking about not speaking to this person and keeping your wall up. So being very guarded, still not ready to speak to them. The Nine of Swords again, that anxiety, 100%. A lot of emotional and mental conflict. But I feel like they may be trying to, and then we've got the Eight of Wands here as well. So yeah, they're coming forward to you this month. I think I've kind of already said this, but I will repeat myself. They're coming towards you this month, Aquarius, if they haven't already, very passionately, that Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, maybe wanting to re-establish a traditional commitment with you, maybe wanting to move back in with you, maybe with, that's a bit forward, but if not, just get a full-on commitment back on level ground with you again, with that Hierophant and the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. But what is also happening is that this person in the past was sneaky, was lying. Maybe they lied to you about something, they kept something hidden. They broke your heart as a result of that lying or cheating or being deceptive. And as much as you and they certainly want to move on to smoother waters with you, and maybe you're thinking about it, but right now I'm sorry, it's going to be a tricky month, because it's going to be a lot of overthinking, anxiety off the charts. So try and do what you can to manage that, because that is very stressful. A lot of being kept up at night thinking about this, not speaking because you're still healing from the heartbreak, and being very guarded about this person trying to come back. So that is what I've got for you this month, Aquarius. I really hope you enjoyed it, or you found it useful, if nothing else. And I just wish you guys all my best. I mean, please do leave me a comment if it resonates, or if you just enjoyed the video, that'd be wonderful. Hit the like button for me, and then if Aquarius gets the most likes, I'll do a bonus love reading for you. And subscribe to the channel, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting the channel. I wish you all my very best, my dear Aquariuses, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, bye.